You should have had hair and makeup here like an hour ago. Like, this is so annoying. I'm on such a tight schedule. I'm so famous. This is annoying. Like, I'm already gonna have to leave soon.
Wait, where's Taylor Swift?
What? Let me top this off.
Go, 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 go. Oh my god, you cut the bottle already?
That was me.
Tipsy talk. So much more of you than me though in this.
That's okay.
Okay.
What should I do?
Just, I'll prompt you.
I've never been on a YouTube video.
You have never been on the YouTube?
I've never been on a YouTube.
Get ready. There we go, we're ready.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Alright, never heard that one before.
Nothing like the tip of the tongue.
The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. The tip
Oh,
of the
that's
tongue,
what it
the
is.
teeth, the lips.
Tip of the tongue, the
You
teeth.
thought it was nothing like the tip of the tongue. Hi guys! I've never heard that noise come out of my mouth. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and I am joined by my best friend, Graham.
Hey everyone!
Introduce yourself.
My name is Graham.
Anyway, we're doing Tipsy talk. So it's gonna be a little different. If you watched Lucas and I's, my boyfriends, we did where I asked all of the questions, but we're gonna each ask each other questions. So like I'll ask questions, then you'll ask a question, and then we'll answer it.
Then we'll answer it.
Okay, let's get into the video.
My neck is so long, I look like a giraffe. Do you see that?
You know what's fitting is that you're a vegetarian. You just eat grass.
Like a giraffe.
Like a giraffe.
I am a vegetarian, everyone. That's a fun fact about me.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
God, this is harder than filming with Lucas. Jesus
Sorry, I'm
Christ.
just so fun.
First question. What was your first impression of me? I don't know whether to take that as a compliment.
So the first day I met you, well, we had a class together. It was women's studies at CU Boulder. And I went in, I think the first time I ever really acknowledged you, because
was it when I
didn't acknowledge anyone,
yeah,
I had my headphones in, and I was like sitting at my desk, and I was wearing an Orange Theory shirt because I worked there, and you were like, do you go to Orange Theory? And I was like, no, I work there. And you were like, oh my god, my whole family goes there.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna sign up for a membership, la da 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 da. So that was our first interaction, but I didn't really have an impression of you because you meet so many people.
Yeah.
And you like don't care to make an impression.
Right.
I don't know.
It's college, yeah. No, you meet so many people, you don't know who sticks.
Yeah, I was like, cool, this girl's asking questions, whatever. I think the first impression I had of you was later that day, you followed me on Instagram. And I looked at your Instagram and I was like, oh my god, this girl's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like unconventional. And I was like...
What do you mean unconventional?
Like you were different, like you were like making a name for yourself. You like had perfect, you were similar to me.
Right.
Like, your pictures were great, your feed was great. I was like, I'm gonna maybe invest more in talking to this girl. I was like, she's cool. She was like, so like, let me talk to this dude who has my headphones in, and you like literally interrupted me listening to probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I
and I was like,
interest.
who the f is this interrupting Taylor Swift?
I was like, hey, hi.
You're like, hey, do you go to Orange Theory? And I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
It was my first year at Boulder, so I was like, let me talk to her.
Yeah.
And then I looked at your Instagram and I was like, I want to talk to her.
Yeah, and then we had a date.
And then we went on a date!
At the art museum in Denver.
Not a real date.
We went on a date. It was a real date to me.
It was a friend day.
Like me?
She must have known off the bat.
Wait, you weren't into me?
I was a homosexual.
Okay, so my first impression of you. I was desperate for friends too who were like-minded.
Oh.
And because you had the Orange Theory thing, I was like, okay, he's obviously into working out. Like, I needed that in my life at the time. Swole Patrol.
Swole Patrol.
And so I think I just like latched onto you for that reason. But then we had our first date, our friend date in Denver at the art museum, and you were just so fun and exactly what I need. Cause I'm a very picky person when it comes to friends, but I gravitated to you because I also am really inclined to people who can just be comfortable and be themselves right off the bat, and that's what you were. Like, I remember we were driving home from the art museum and we were just
blasting
music and just belting, like literally
belting.
And I remember being like, oh my god, you can sing, and then you heard me, I was like, you were like, girl, you can sing. Yeah, and we just kind of like went off, and it was just great. It was instantaneous, like, connection.
My question is, what is your biggest pet peeve about me?
It's kind of like, it's my biggest pet peeve, yet you're also good at it. So, you have a hard time listening to people, but if I really sit down and say, Graham, like, I need you to listen to me, I need to vent to you,
then I will.
You are the best listener. You are.
Yep.
But...
And I give the best advice.
Well... You get so excited about what you have to say. You love to converse, and you love to have things to say, and you love talking about yourself. Not a bad thing. I think people should be more that way. Because it's not in a conceited way.
Yeah,
it's
no,
really
I don't
not.
think so. I don't.
You just love...
That's a pet peeve, but I also don't think it's a flaw.
No, it's not at all. And I think people who think
Was
that's
that
a flaw...
conceited?
No. People who think that, like, talking about themselves is a flaw, I think comes from insecurity. So I think the biggest pet peeve is just, like, he has a hard time listening, but, like, if I'm like, Graham, I need you to vent, I need to vent to you.
Lay it on me.
Listen, he's there. He's there. Do you want to say yours?
Fair.
You want to say yours about me?
I think my biggest pet peeve about you, which I have
I'm kind of nervous about this because, like, I feel like I know it.
I was nervous. You do know it,
I
just
feel
like I knew mine.
Yeah,
I think my biggest pet peeve is that you are such a granny. And so, like, me being 21 and youthful and fun.
I'm youthful.
Like, when the weekend rolls around, like, I've worked all week, like, I want to go out, and so, like, all that stuff, like, I'll text Amanda, and I'm like, girl, let's go out, like, let's have a good time, let's pop up on the dance floor, and she's just like, no, I'm going to bed, and I'm like, it's 9 p.m.
I have a good
time. It's about 10% of the time.
No, I like to have a good time.
You do like to have a good time, but it's still about 10% of the time you want to go out.
Yeah, it's true.
It's about 10%. 10%. Well, and I'm about like 50% of the time I'm like, okay, I could go out. I could go out right now. I think like, yeah, I want to dance.
I think what we've realized too is that like you said, it kind of has chilled you out, but at the same time, like, Graham's kind of pushed that out of me, like, the more going out. So I think our friendship is so unique and so great because we balance each other out in that way. Amanda
has so many goals that have really shaped who she is. Like, she's like, you know, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna eat well, I'm gonna do all of this awesome stuff, and it has like had such an effect on who I am and like how I live my daily life. But also I've learned to just be like, you know, like, this is a great friend. She has so many goals and so much to offer me because she's so different. Like, yeah. You know, like, I'd go home, I'd order food from God knows where, and like, while she's like at home, like, eating vitamins. You know, and that's just what she's so passionate about. I'm so passionate about other stuff, so I'm like, I can respect that. Like, I'll learn from what she's passionate about, and she'll learn from what I'm passionate about, and we bring each other. Yeah. She, I think, brings me back to earth, and I bring her away from
out of earth.
Out of earth.
I think if we ever had a podcast, we would need a manager to tell us when to shut the fuck up. Because we just like
I know. We need a Steven. Any My Favorite Murder fans out there? Steven.
Where's the wine? I'm kidding. It's not my time yet.
No, drink.
I always wanted a blogger friend so I can be included.
You are included, always. Next question. If you had to build my starter kit, what would it be?
I'd probably put like an Urban Outfitters gift card. I'd put an Orange Theory membership in there.
It's amazing.
Care of protein is what I would add to your starter pack.
Okay.
And one more thing. Probably an iPhone.
Really?
Oh, what's that?
I'm a very Instagram focused person or like social media focused person, but like I'm also never like I'm not on my phone a lot.
She's really not. She's like not on her iPhone a lot, but like her whole life, well, what she wants to do with her life, like surrounds like
the iPhone.
Having an iPhone.
Yeah.
But more so just like having like accessibility to Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
Twitter, like all
That's
that
pretty much
stuff.
the only reason I'm on
social media.
Yeah, social media. Perfect.
Social media.
Yeah. Okay, so Graham starter pack.
Oh, yes, I'd love to know.
So.
Oh my god, I'm actually nervous.
Phone. Because you are
really?
constantly on your phone. Yeah. I would say phone because you have a lot of relationships to uphold and you do that very well and you do it through your phone. And so I would say your phone because like you're ADD, but it's mainly due to the phone. I feel like if you didn't have your phone, your listening skills, my pet peeve, would be so much better. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I would say friends. You love your friends. You love your friends.
I was so bad at this.
No, why?
Answering yours.
No,
I think there's just so
friends.
many things that make you who you are. Like, you're such an aesthetically pleasing individual.
You think?
Yeah, like you're like the genotype. Was that the right word?
Yeah.
Genotype for like a person like you.
We fixed the
that
lighting.
is cute.
And I'm so
lighting.
sorry if it was bad before, but I'm too drunk to fix it. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're just aesthetically pleasing. She like embodies the culture that we live in a good way.
You think?
Like 100%.
Okay.
Like in a good way. Like I think the culture we live in is like social media driven. And like you do all of that. You're on social media, you're honest, which I think we don't have enough of in social media. I think you're honest. Like you post pictures of you like damn near pooping. Like you might as well be pooping on your own social media posts. Like
I love poop.
I love poop. I love pooping.
Everyone loves poop.
Everyone loves pooping. You're lying if you don't. It's very aesthetically pleasing because it's so like what we are expecting to look at, but it's also so what we're actually feeling. I think what you're expecting to look at on social media is not relatable, and what she does and posts is relatable.
So his starter pack, the last thing is work. He's so passionate about what he does and he is so genuine about it.
How do you know that?
He's just, I think that like that's one of the things that you've inspired me to do more of is like I've always had a passion for doing things and doing the most that I can and making the most of my time, but I think that Graham has really inspired the want and the desire to work for something greater than myself. I think why I pick work as one of his starter kit things is because like what occupies a lot of Graham's time is work, but I truly believe in my soul, and you would probably agree, is that if you weren't enjoying what you were doing, you wouldn't be there. Yeah, he's a very dedicated person, and he's a very independent, self-starter kind of guy.
I want to know your favorite memory of our friendship.
You know what I'm gonna say. I think it was definitely Coachella. You never saw me at my like fun like adventurous state, and I think Coachella was the first time where we really kind of tapped into that in our relationship. And I don't know, I think there's a lot of things about Coachella that were memorable. I think honestly the best memories were the road trips. We love to drive, both of us, and we love to talk about
like
things.
Cars or like drive conversations? Both.
We love to drive cars.
We like being in. Oh!
We talked about like what our favorite music was, what our most like hard things were in high school, just like just like everything. Like we really got to know each other.
I think getting there was a journey in itself.
How many hours was it to drive there?
16.
So we drove there for we probably drove 6 hours. slept, and then drove the rest of the 8. Or whatever 16 is, I'm not good at math. It was funny because like we stopped at Chipotle one time to eat, and then afterwards he was like, "You're crusty." He was like, "You're just crusty right now." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm crusty. I spent the last 12 hours with you. Like, let's just get there." But like in a good way. Like we were both like, okay, like, you know, it was like a learning curve.
We were best friends. We knew each other. God.
Jesus.
We were best friends. We like knew each other. It was like the first time that we were together for like
more than 24 hours.
5 days straight.
Yeah.
Like
we learned about each other and we were like, okay, like I like you more for it.
That's exactly how it went. Like there was nothing in that road trip that was like,
yeah. Last question. If me and Taylor Swift were in a building and it was burning, who would you save?
Oh my god. So for anyone who doesn't know,
he's the biggest Taylor Swift fan.
I am Taylor Swift's biggest fan on this earth.
Okay.
I think she's the greatest songwriter of our entire generation. The bitch is insane. She writes every song by herself.
Who would you say?
If I was in a burning building, like, that's such a stupid question.
You have to answer.
Okay, I would obviously save you because,
really?
yes, because
Wait,
you're my,
really?
like, best friend. You add so much in person.
Wait, I was really not
You were
sure how you would
expecting
answer.
me to say Taylor Swift. Like, this has turned from tipsy talk
to drunk
talk. This bitch is drunk too. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah. ASMR.
ASMR. We're gonna film one of those. Stay tuned.
Okay. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because I think it does good things. I don't know if YouTube
And follow me on Instagram.
It does. Follow Graham on Instagram, Graham Metzner. I'll just link it here because Metzner.
All of it is just a mess
It's
to
just
spell. Maybe I
yeah.
should change my name to like John Smith. But like
yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos of Graham and I, let me know in comments or in social media. Hit him up, hit me up, and we'll deliver. Love you guys so much.